that you keep stepping over in your way? You want me to disconnect those?
Yeah.
I think those are just strain gauges going through the hole into the magnet area.
Yeah, if you can get rid of them, sure. Yeah.
Are those two gray cables going through that square? Into the big giant box?
I'll stand over here.
Inside here, yeah.
You want to move in? I'll stand over here. You want to? Frank.
Yeah, I'm going to get in right by this thing right here, where your coffee cup is. Take me 2 minutes. Here. This. Yeah, Paul went to Arizona, I think, 2 days ago. His house in Arizona.
Oh, he's got a place in Arizona?
Yeah. I said, why would you keep your house in Long Island? I don't know.
He's lucky. He's got a wife who had a good job, man.
Oh, yeah, she was a specialty teacher.
Yeah, he's lucky, man.
Yeah.
It's nice having 2 incomes, you know?
Yeah.
I wish I did, man. I hooked up with that school principal, and then I got that package.
What package?
She had brain cancer.
Oh, that's...
And then the family decided that if something happens to her, the money belongs to them. So that was like the liability was get rid of this guy. So they told me get the fuck out of here.
This thing, we can probably tape it in the back, so we don't have to. I'm going to tape that back like that. That can stay there. You know, rather than take that off. That was a big pain in the ass to put on. And I think the back piece of the heat shield can stay there as well. Anything that I can do.
You want masking tape or?
No, I got special tape for that. I'll show you. I got this green tape. Masking tape.
So she passed away, Tom?
No, but she can't. When I left, she couldn't drive.
Yeah.
They were worried she would have seizures.
Mm-hmm. So she probably can't drive.
Yeah, I'm sure she's still not driving. But you know, it was.
Stay there. Anyway, I'll give you enough.
But you know, they were like. And I said, all right. Yeah. I mean.
Yeah, they were looking for the money. Because I remember we met her when we went to the Breakers on one of those lab trips.
Oh yeah. There was no doubt about it. I was persona non grata. They were telling me.
Yeah.
In a lot of ugly ways.
Yeah.
So.
Put one piece down here too.
Well, you know that's what happens with those things, you know. Sad, but
yeah. So you got nobody in the nobody new now?
No, I think I'm done. I'm not going to take. I'm not going to take any. I'm not going to take any more chances. I'm very unlucky. I'm just I'm done. You know, it's.
Plastic bags, if you would.
What's the purpose of that copper shield in there? Just,
that's a heat shield. That's all hooked up to the return on the to make it cold.
Okay. Anything special on that copper strip that goes to that copper plate? Any compound between them?
No, nothing like that. No, just screw them nice and flat.
It's good that you're narrating, you know?
Yeah, just screw them nice and flat. That's good.
Narrate like we're out in the African plains and
wrestle a tiger.
When Jim's over here wrestling with his anaconda, I'll hide behind this rock and
film him. Do you remember that?
I don't know. He doesn't seem to be doing so well.
Yeah.
I sure hope he makes it through this one.
You remember Marlon Perkins and stuff? Remember that? I used to love that show. Mutual of Omaha. I mean,
yeah.
It was like, maybe you can put down the camera and help you, buddy. You know, I mean, he's dying.
That was funny. But yeah, He would. I think that was part of their shtick to wrestle something.
Yeah.
Even though it was dead.
Yeah.
Whatever they were wrestling was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for that stingray.
Well, that was, what's his name? Steve somebody.
Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the guy that makes the drill bits, don't he? The Irwin bits?
Maybe his kids.
His son's always on Jimmy Fallon. He's dressed up the same as his father, all excited about the animals the same way.
Yeah, I think the whole family's.
Yeah.
The wife is on TV doing stuff too.
They're all making money off the foot.
Yeah. He paved the way and they're just coasting now.
Sounds like
What,
Yoko Ono, you know?
Is that how he died?
Yeah, you got
Stingray.
Stingray gun? Was that how? I don't remember.
Put that dart in his pretty close to his heart.
Yeah. And then he said crikey one last time.
This can stay on the bottom here. Doesn't have to go in the list. So all these are square heads. So I really like the square tips because they stay on the screwdriver much better. That's kind of preferred. It's better than Phillips even. Not
So-
that it, no.
Once this is disconnected, do you put the shield back in and the wrapping back on just to keep it in there?
No,
and with
well-
it, or it's going to come out completely?
No, the back part of the shield I can probably leave in there. I believe I can. I'm going to leave as much stuff as I can, and
Right.
intact, and everything else, and just carefully fold it back
Right.
up. I'm not going to put the shield wouldn't go back. I wouldn't
Okay.
put that back.
I just thought for in storage, just someplace to keep it.
Yeah. No, I don't know if I'd just
Okay.
do that. So when I set this off, there's an inner, there's inner blankets and all too.
Oh,
An
yeah.
outer
Yeah.
and then an inner.
Yeah.
You know?
Ray, what is the end result of today's?
I want to get this.
So, I mean, how far are we? We're going to take it apart and then.
I'm going to get it to the point where I have to disconnect wires. I'm going to come back with Joe D'Ambra and
But you're not going to do that now. You're going to come back and do that, or
come back like after break. Like
yeah.
this morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Today, I expect to have this thing almost ready to lift off. Anything else will come back tomorrow, but certainly Friday we're going to be all ready to.
There's free floating wires that are connected to the bus or anything, or you're talking about the D connectors that are in there?
Well,
there's a bunch of
plugs
right.
that disconnect. I mean that's pretty straightforward. They wanted to see where some of the voltage taps were on the
Okay,
leads,
okay.
stuff like that.
That's what we got to get the pictures of. No pressure. The riggers are here. They're ready to lift off.
Yeah. Put that in the other flat box probably. We'll start stacking these things up.
Is there if it touches the ground?
Yeah, no, it's good. Just give me a...
Well, those two arms hanging out there, they're wrapped in silver.
Oh, you'll see. That's those are clamps.
Okay.
When we get this off, that clamp in the cold, it'll be
Okay.
more obvious when I take the inner insulation off. You'll see what that is. I just made clearance for them because they're two great big stainless clamps that hold the two leads to the cold bar.
Okay.
So they can actually transfer some cold. Could be taking these out with a gun, but it's all right.
Here comes the guy who's going to be here the longest after all of us.
Okay, everybody signed the green work permit. Maybe back already there. That's it too.
Yeah.
I got more pens.
Well, as soon as I'm here, like, yeah.
Make sure Tom signs it too.
Do your riggers usually feel for us?
Yeah. We're doing something. I don't know what you're
Dave, how'd that other meeting go?
fine. We're going to go with the water shutdown
Is
next week sometime. Whenever the full day is next week.
Are they adding temperature sensors or?
No, it's just 2 flow switches, so we got to get back to MTS.
All right.
Not a big deal. Your cryo water stays on. Tower water stays on.
Okay, very good.
Now, if we're lucky, we can leave most of these will have to come off, but we'll get that off later. If we're lucky, we can get most of this, leave some of this stuff on here. You don't have to strip everything off. That's what I'm hoping. Anyway.
Taking some still photos too.
Tom, how do you spell your last name?
Tallerico. No, I'm running double video just in case.
Tom, what you need your license?
17725. Yeah.
You're on the work committee.
Okay, now, I remember this one. This is, you focus in on this guy right here.
Hold on.
There's a heat shield temperature probe they wanted, and I had to put that right there. Before you close this up, you got to make sure to install this temperature sensor. That's the heat shield.
Okay.
And that's where I went. Went right to the inside like that. we had it all together and all done up last time. So, oh, did you remember to put that temperature sensor? What temperature sensor?
You're taking photos, right, Frank?
Yeah, just still
because I'm
photos,
shooting video. Good, thank you.
Just of things, you know, back of people's heads and arms. And
So this is important to get this guy right here.
Do you want those screws in the same bag as the other screws there?
Yeah. Which is that?
Yeah,
this screw. Yeah, you can put that. They're all the same.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So that's got to come off, and that'll you'll see where that'll go on inside. That'll go on up.
Okay.
To the upper part.
Is there one
like
on the
that.
other side too?
No, just the one. Just the one. I mean that you have to remember to bring that out before you insulate this, and then attach that before you put the 2 cheeks on there.
That's
Most
just
likely.
monitoring the temperature of the copper.
Yes, that's correct.
Why is it labeled heat?
Well, they meant heat shield.
Okay, okay.
In fact, heat shield.
Gotcha.
So.
Where were those 2 clamps that were sticking out? Oh.
Frank, isn't your daughter in the Midwest or your son in the Midwest or something, Frank?
Yeah, she's in the -24 right now.
Is she right now?
Yeah.
Where's she? In Chicago
In
or?
Ohio.
Oh,
Not
oh,
too far
man.
from Chicago. There.
Yeah, my kid's in Pennsylvania, man. It's going to drop tonight there too.
Yeah.
I got a guy I used to work with at NASA. He's in Wisconsin,
Oh God.
so it's going to go down with the wind, like he says, to 50 or 60 below. I said to him, I would love to just experience. I'm not making fun of the guy, right?
Right.
But I would love to experience what that feels like. I
What,
just
for like 5 minutes and be.
well, maybe 30 seconds. Just walk
Yeah.
out there and see what that. I can't imagine what that's like. You know,
It's complete opposite of Arizona.
I'm very curious about it.
Try to take this
They
off.
said your eyes, actually, if you stay out there a minute, or your corneas and stuff could. It's not. Something you don't joke about that.
Ray, those 2 slits that were in the heat shield on the right side here.
Yes.
Those were some clamps. Where are those clamps? They're underneath there.
Yeah, you got to see that when I
Okay,
take
so
all
it's
this. The
just-
inner,
gotcha.
the inner has to come off. Yeah, you'll see it.
It was just a cutout because it was a lump.
Exactly.
Okay. I
That's
thought
all
it was
it
a
was.
clamp coming through the copper.
No,
So
no,
it's
no,
not.
no, no.
It's not attached to the
No,
copper.
not at all. Now this we wrapped it around. These are things we can actually. This is why I'm doing it more of a paint it from apart.
So when we put this back together, we can come and see you, Ray, for some of this stuff, blanket stuff, right?
Yeah, you can call me up on the phone. Maybe I'll still be on the island. Who knows?
How much do you have to wrap around? How many times you go around?
We try to get at least 15 layers if we can.
Oh,
do
really?
That. Yeah.
Wow. So let's wrap 15 times around there. Wow.
Well, it's a 5-layer blanket, or maybe it's a 10-layer blanket. You get as much as you can, you know. Within reason.
So the blanket itself is 10 layers. So you're going to do twice.
So you try to do, you try to get something like that in there.
Okay.
You try to do it the best you can. You might elect just to make new stuff. I don't know. Separate. Tried to bring the top to the bottom here, bottom to the top. Really, it's not easy. You know, it's not easy to keep it neat.
That's what that last layer is for, right?
Yeah. That's right.
It hides everything.
Yeah, at some point you might just say, hell with that, I'm just going to wrap it as blanket here. We were better with the outer because we had the box at home. We could tailor it nice and then come and put it on. The inside, we just wrapped around all kinds of loose stuff. So it's kind of a hodgepodge. There's really no way around that. Pull through yet? Oh, no. Pull out. Most of it.
It's just Mylar on both sides with some sort of insulation between them?
Yes.
Okay.
It's layers. You know, aluminized Mylar. You got remay, aluminized Mylar.
Oh, yeah,
remay,
okay, I can see,
It's
gotcha.
all right through. Yeah, I see what I did. Yeah, when we realized I had to make a slit here, then I closed it all up because this thing wasn't out.
Gotcha.
This is a big ball breaker.
Oh, you mean like after it was wrapped?
Yeah, we had it all done up, ready to go. And he said, "What did you
Where
attach
is
it
it?"
to? What? Which one? I told you about it. Yeah, like about three months ago. You know. Okay. Where were you 10 minutes ago? So we had to open it all up again. Set us back an hour. But then nothing was as neat either. You see, everything's gathered up like a pouch. We've gathered everything up and insulated it all around here. You see all your leads and connectors, leads and everything. We gathered them all up, tied them all up, and they're all inside the insulation.
Stuff, right?
Yeah.
Can you move that again so I could?
Okay. Yeah. Well, you got to see a lot more when I take it all off.
All right. Good.
I mean, I'm just showing you.
Richie and I did when we extended it for the
Do you want to come some of this?
Yeah, we got to get this guy.
So those all get insulated inside the blanket.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the heat shield, and then insulated around the heat shield. See, you have two layers.
So the connectors are getting cold. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you need any stills of those, Frank? Or
I got some stills ready.
oh, you got them? You're shooting from over there? The connectors, I mean?
How to get your camera out of my picture.
Yeah, all right.
We had a bottom piece here. There's a separate blanket here. We'd probably leave that one here. And then that was all brought around, so everything was insulated and wrapped up real nice. Too bad we have to take it all apart. Ultimately, I want to take all this apart.
Frank, you want to get in here? You're shooting stills, right, Frank?
Yeah, I'm still shooting.
All right, good.
Take it to the other side.
And those coils of wire, those are the voltage taps?
These guys? These are
all that
voltage
stuff,
taps,
yeah.
Yeah, they're all, whatever instrumentation is, everything's tied up. I'll make it small to put, insulate it all. This slit here was only in there just to get that temperature sensor out. That's all that was for.
He was trying to get it.
Oh, sorry, Frank. Sorry.
I got you just before your shoulder get it. I'm going to do one more.
I figure between my 2 and your 1, we should have
We might figure this out.
Carefully roll that up. Put that with the other insulation. If you would. Get these guys off too, because one goes up through the chimney. Alrighty. We got all kinds of stuff here, all tied up.
What you just cut there, was that the
String.
regulation cord
Yep.
kind of stuff?
It was Kevlar string.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what that was.
Got to be able to take the cold.
Oh yeah. No, almost
it's not lacing cord.
No, not lacing cord, which would probably work, but I mean, I didn't care if it failed. Once it's all held together, it will all be fine. But stuff like that.
We're getting wrapped up.
Yeah, it's just for getting it nice and neat. And you can see now these are the tubes here. There's 4 tubes that has to get disconnected. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one is in the back here. That's the cold bar.
Okay.
They put temperature sensors on these things in places like right here and here.
Yeah.
So I can probably maybe disconnect these. See, that one's right in the way. I gotta disconnect these places. Wish they had that up higher because I want to put a coupling. Well, I still have to heat it anyway.
So you got to torch this apart?
No, I'm just going to cut the tubes.
Okay.
3 of them, I'm just going to cut the tubes. You're going to put it back together with couplings. The other one is a disconnect because it'll be too hard to get a coupling back there.
Can I see the what you said those temperature sensors were?
Right here.
Right, on these clamps, right?
These are 2 of them right there. Yeah.
Are these Maya's job?
Okay.
Yes.
He might not be here either.
Right.
He's the same age as me.
Might? No, he's older than you, isn't he?
He bought that nice truck that would probably cost more than my house.
I'm talking about Rich Maya.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he's old. He's not. He's your age, right?
He's pretty close. Yeah, we started as job shoppers.
No, I thought he was in his 60s at this point. No, that's what I thought. Oh, whatever.
He may be 60. I mean, I'm
brother
turning
is,
58, but you know.
See, we had a tie wrap here, held up just fine.
A white one or a black one?
Black one. It's a black one, yeah. The white ones don't do it well.
What's the
in
wire
weather.
cutters I got right?
Yeah, actually, otherwise I go. Yeah, if you got them handy, that's good.
I do.
Good. See, that thing held up just fine. Oh, that was a wire. I should have done that.
We won't use that next time. Cutters in my pocket if you need them.
Okay. I'm trying to get the stuff loosened up here.
And who's going to be our next instructor in taking this apart? Who's the guy who's coming later to disconnect something?
Oh, we might have Joe D'Ambra.
And what's he disconnect? He's disconnecting the bus?
His big thing is the bus bar.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to get everything kind of loose here because we have to... the next thing I want to do is I want to take off these ears here. And they're kind of buried in insulation. They go on up to the chimney piece up here. They were hard to get to.
I can see the
Actually,
screw there.
Yeah, I think I just had the one screw. I think that was it. It's too bad that I have to... I don't know if I could almost just...
Is this red light still blinking, Frank? Can you see the red light on my GoPro?
Yeah, I see it blinking.
Good. Thank you.
Wow. I think I'm just going to straighten them out.
And pull them up?
Yeah, you know, have it go out with it. Because, you know, to try to get it in later.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
There's no reason why we couldn't do that. You know, and then when it comes together, everything will...
You got two... What, you got two here and you got only one or two here?
Two and two.
I see.
They bring the cold from the heat shield up here to the heat shield down here.
Right.
In fact, that's the only strap that actually brings the cold. There's nothing in the back here. We couldn't pick up one from the back. Actually, maybe we did. Yeah, we did. I was able to pick up something from the back. You know, so it's all continuous. Because that was actively cold, the heat shield inside the tube, and also up here. And these straps transferred the cold to the copper here. So that's how that all worked. Yeah, I can go ahead and just pull these things straight. They're thin enough that I can just do that. Okay. And then when you go to put it back, it'll be nice to just bend them up and then bend them down. You'll even see the holes that line up, and it might be just nice, you know?
We'll call you if it's not.
Okay. Yeah, they're right.
They could take enough bends. I mean, they're
yeah. Oh, sure. Sort of. Yeah. You'll have to take it like a man.
You're going to want to take off the extension tube also, right?
No.
No, it's going to stay.
Oh, you can't take that off. Okay. Oh, no. That's a very big deal. That stays. To do that, that would be very, very difficult.
Okay.
So the main goal is just to connect
everything here, so you can just take this. This is going to stay all on here to transport down to Phoenix. This is all.
But everything internal here is going to come up. Is that the main goal here?
No, it gets split. You'll see. Like all these buses down here, they stay here. They slab with indium in between them. It's got to go up. Okay. That's the connection. That's the connection's that wide.
Okay.
And the D-connectors and some loose. What else would be in there? The voltage taps also.
Voltage taps.
They go up also and into the box.
Yeah.
The more narration, the better, right?
What's that? What's inside that plastic tube? Just wire?
Yeah, just wire. You see it right down here.
Gotcha.
That was part of. It was already in there. We didn't add that or anything. Okay. Now all these. I wonder if they all come disconnected. I'd like to get Joe here to make sure he's got everything disconnected that he wants to. These were some of the transfer temperature sensors that we had issues with. There's one on each side. There's one on this side and one just like it on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
That's the ones where they weren't reading right.
Yeah,
so
right.
those
Got to be checked out.
Yeah, they got to be checked out.
Yeah. Let me get out of the way.
Here's one you can see it right here. And it goes to the actual cold bar itself.
Okay.
The conductor itself. And just like it on the other side.
There's been some arguments whether or not they were reading right, or I don't know. It was a point of contention with different people. I'm just saying about whether or not. I mean,
all right. Now
that it was maybe in the wrong spot, or I mean.
Want a different little bag?
I'm gonna take these screws off, open this up. Yeah.
So you want a different little bag?
I'm trying to look down here.
Frank, did you have a videotape on your phone, by the way?
I have, yeah.
How long have you gone? I'm just curious. I don't know much.
I've never really done anything really that long.
Because I'm just curious how long before this thing.
My phone is my private phone, so I got 4 Pink Floyd albums on there.
Yeah, I've only gone 29 minutes, but it's video, so I don't know how.
It's how spaces and everything. So I'm going to try to put everything right back.
You're still blinking up top.
Good.
that whole thing right in a bag? Something like that. Take this whole thing right off.
Could we get that light? Where's the light?
Yeah. I should bring the light around to say I don't have two of those lights.
No, I know. I mean, if hold on, turn it on.
Our goal is by after today, you won't have any of those lights.
If we have to later, I can run home. I got really good those LED spotlights. I mean, and they're bright as shit.
That board, where does that board go? That stays with the tube, or does that go up?
That's for the voltage taps.
Voltage
right?
taps. I'm not sure how that disconnects. I have to follow this down, but I got to take it off here. I'm going to put them right back in. I'll put them right back in the bar because those bars have to come off. These
Right.
clamps, you know.
What are you going to cut the copper with? The tubes?
Tubing cutter. See, I can stay all together. I gotta take these two bars off. I still got stuff attached to them, so I have.
I'm guessing it comes apart a lot faster than it goes together, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes, it does. See, lacing core does work pretty good.
I didn't know if it could take, cryogenic.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it takes. Well, in here, it's not liquid anyway.
Yeah.
It's just cold.
Yeah, I thought maybe it would get the.
I mean, that was the big controversy about the connectors too, and
yeah, I know that. That's always been a.
They take it all right.
The ribbon cable, man. That's like.
It's a little spooky as you got a lot invested in it, but it takes it fine, really.
Which surprises me, actually. I don't know if it was ever.
This is like the tape. You can see a little crazing and stuff, but actually it took it pretty well.
Yeah.
Actually, that's I shouldn't say that. This is a V stage. The Kapton has a V stage on it, so.
And what's the B stage?
You can heat it and stick. It's like a glue.
Okay.
And you take a heat gun or something else, you can press it together. And glue. Not that we need it in this case. It was just on the way we had the Kapton.
There's always been interesting discussions about 20 hot cold cycles for Rick, whether that was ever designed to withstand that. Now
these things are cranked in pretty hard. These cold bars, each lead is wrapped in Kapton, 2 layers.
Okay.
And there is a you're going to see there's a micarta rib that they're pressing against underneath here, because otherwise there's all these bolt heads that would poke through. You see, and these 2 clamps.